She's going to do her first RV adventure. Now, we have our motorhome. We flat tow our Jeep. We started in Hilton Head. We went to Flagler Beach. We're now in Florida Keys. We're going to wrap up at Disney. But it's all about winning. I got my barbecue here. I got my cooler here. I got my products, of course. I got my bike in the background. It's all about how to win. And we're going to share some cool strategies on how to stay in shape while on the road. Now, Nada, I know you got some ideas. And Sandra, you got some good questions for us, right?
Yeah, I'm very concerned. Like, I'm starting my vacation now, and like, I don't like to cook that much, so to not go to restaurants like all the time, cold beers in the afternoon, sangria, like how to escape and avoid all that, and like live healthy and maintain the healthy lifestyle during vacation. Yeah, I want some tips.
I love it. So, and right now, everyone on Facebook watching this live or the replay, ask a question. We're going to be answering questions. But we have a real special guest. Now, one of my best friends, a man that I've known for many, many years, he inspires me every day because he lives health. He's from the gym world, which is obviously where I'm from. He brings joy anywhere he goes. He always has the greatest smile. Him and his wife, Veronica, are inspirations to me. He's a diamond in Jeunesse, and he just leads by example. And he's going to share how he lives Zen to stay in shape, but also how he builds with Zen. He's got a special strategy for you. So without further ado, our brother, Nada, we love him. Sandra, we love him. We hug him. Fabian Fitzner. Fabian, are you ready?
What's going on, guys? Welcome on the call, and thank you for having me.
I feel like I should have worn my hat. Sandra, you and I are missing our hat. We got our hat crew right there.
Nada and I, we said we wear hats all the time because it's about lifestyle. It's about fun. Take off the suit, bring on the cap.
Now let me pull up. I'm right here. I'm pulling up our live right now. I want to make sure everyone, you're watching us live. I want you to make some noise, get some excitement. Give me some thumbs up and some hearts if you're excited to hear about the secrets from my brother, Fabian Fitzner. Now, before we go on, and remember, this is all about how to live, how to stay in shape in vacation, but then also how you're going to build with it. So Nada and Sandra have some great questions. Fabian's going to share his secret. And because I said I'm in Florida, I'm in the Keys right now, deep in Key West. If somehow my internet's unstable, my brother Nada will come in and take over the duties and do the Q&A. And when I come back on, but that's part of living Zen on the road, being able to continue sharing a message, but sometimes the internet's not stable. Now, I want to share my screen, and I just want to remind everyone, if you're new to Zen right now, if you're saying, wait a second, I just joined Jeunesse, I want to focus on this, I want you to really look at, if you look at the Facebook page you're on right now, you can simply see exactly where the videos are, everything that you're looking at, you can focus on. Right here, you can see we did a Zen live workout. And from there, you can look at that. We also, when we we live right from my kitchen. Any of these videos will lead you every step of the way. So if somehow you said, wait a second, I just joined Jeunesse, I just started Zen, I need more coaching. We did live from our kitchen. Nada was in his kitchen. Sandra was in his kitchen. We did a live workout with DJ Rancan. Right here, everyone, all you have to do is you can go right there. Week 2, we did exercise. We did week 1, how to cut, clean, and flush. So there's a pathway for you to win. You can just simply watch the video, get going with that. And as we kick off this how to stay in shape with Zen, I just want to share this picture. This is a video. I'm not going to play the video, but you can go to my Facebook page. You can also go to our Zen Project 8 global community. But right here, this is my son Hunter, who's 15, and that's obviously me. And as I said, we have our motorhome, we have a Jeep, but we have this inflatable dinghy. It's called a Zodiac boat. It's about 13 feet. It's seaworthy, so it's really strong, but it's inflatable. And we have a 20 horsepower. Hunter and I, a couple days ago, we went to we went deep in the Atlantic Ocean. We went to the southernmost tip of the United States. We picked up Abby and Hope, my wife and our daughter for that, and some of our friends. But we went deep in the Atlantic Ocean. A couple weeks ago, June 29th, a week ago, I turned 48. The message that I want you to realize is that wherever you sit in your life, wherever you sit in your health, wherever you sit in your body, you can be great. You don't have to have a six-pack stomach. You don't have to feel like you have to work out in the gym consistently. Living your health is about feeling your greatest. At 48, I feel strong. I'm able to do everything. I'm able to camp. We have this epic camping adventure. And that's what I want you to remember. That's what this This Facebook Live, this Jeunesse Live is all about inspiring you that as you take on your vacation, as you take on a holiday, as you focus on this, what can you do to be your very best? How can you live your greatest life and make sure that age does not define you? You cherish these unforgettable moments and you involve your family and friends to rock your health. Okay, so without further ado, I think it's time we move right into our special guests, Fabian, Nader, and Sandra. Are we ready to share how we live Zen on the road? Is everybody ready?
Absolutely, Mark.
Let's do it.
Okay, so, and I love everyone jumping on right now. We have Leo Renzer. We have everyone coming in from multiple places. We have Canada in the house. We have Hungary in the house. We have Italy in the house. We have Spain in the house. We have Egypt in the house. Make sure you give a shout out on the country you're in. But I'm going to kick off on how to live Zen. Right now, so we've been on the road for 2 weeks, and there's a couple of essentials that I need. When we were live in the kitchen, I talked about tools. But for me, when I'm on the road, when I'm camping, right next to me, right here, is my barbecue. So if you look, it's our barbecue that we can fold up, that we always eat. Last night I cooked 5 pounds of turkey, 5 pounds of chicken, and then that lasts us for about 3 days. So make sure you have a way to cook meats. Now, if you're going to a restaurant, we're going to talk about how to do that because I know Sandra has some questions. Right back there behind the Zen Shake, I have my bike. We bring our bike. So we'll go on biking adventures. So even though I don't have a gym, immediately I can just jump on my bike and I can go for a ride. I know Fabian's going to talk about how he loves the water. I have my cooler. I got my big cooler that can keep things cold. And then I have my travel cooler, which is going to be right here. And I'm always going to make sure I have the right tools. And then, of course, I have the right products. Now, when I'm on the road, Zen Fuse is crucial for me. So I always have my Zen Fuse as my grab and go. I do 2 to 3 shakes a day to fill those gaps. I love because sometimes I might go restaurant. I might be on plan or off plan at restaurants. So Prime helps me detoxify. Shape helps me burn fat. I obviously am going to do my fit. I just dropped my Revita Blue right here. These are 2 huge things that I do twice a day together because Revita Blue, as I'm so active, at 48, the only thing that hits me a little bit is I don't recover as fast. And then I move right into my AM and my PM. Every single day, I'm taking 3 p.m. at night. I'm taking my 2 a.m. in the morning. And then, of course, when you travel, I take 3 reserve to make sure I get enough antioxidants. When you're taking on your vacation, the key is to create your systems to win, to be able to have fun. And then, of course, if you want to share with others, bring your phone. Focus on setups that you can share your journey and inspire others to do the same. Okay, Fabian, let's start with you. What do you do when you're traveling with everybody?
I mean, first of all, I think we just had a huge reset button in the world, which got pressed a few months back or a few weeks back. And that kind of changed everything, and it changed completely our perspective on everything. Because to be honest, I was always a very active person. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which means I do that for 13 years. I train multiple times a week. I do kite surfing. I do CrossFit. And suddenly that big button was pressed called COVID-19, and suddenly nothing was possible anymore. So, and then you start to realize how some people feel who never have done sports before, or people who are traveling and suddenly, or think like they don't have the possibility because everything was just there, wasn't anymore. So then I have to say, Corona also, I mean, for many of us, helped us a little bit to get the Corona belly. That's how I like to call it, because you just couldn't avoid it. You know, everybody had it. I gained a few kilos. I actually gained almost, I think, like 6 kilos. I don't know how much that is in pounds, like 10, 11 pounds or something. And I was shocked how quick that goes if you miss the movement, if you're not moving anymore. So I had to take a decision, and I started working out in my garden. So basically, because there was no option. And then I realized, hey, you don't need a lot. And I started doing like basic things, like a lot of push-ups. I looked out, we had a playground around, so I put my mask on and I started doing pull-ups. And I have to be honest, after not doing it for a few weeks, pull-ups became hard. It was not easy anymore. But anyway, so I went through it, and I think it was kind of the feeling what a person has who just starts, and then obviously nutrition needs to come into play as well. I have to say, it was much more easy being home to prepare the food of course, as traveling. But as soon everything opened again, and in Dubai we can move since I think like 5 weeks, we could start moving again. We could go kite surfing. And that means when I'm not working and I take a day off, I'm all day out. It's like a full day of travel. And I basically do the same thing like you. I have my little like cooling bags, which I actually bought because you recommended them, like the small ones. Maybe can show them once again so people can see them, which are perfect for putting everything inside. Like 1 or 2 meals fit inside perfectly. I always have my my little boxes here. Okay, I mean there are so many different brands, and what I do is I put 2 complete shakes inside, so I don't have to measure them. I don't have to take the whole bag. Okay, so I take those guys, put everything inside, put it in the cooler box, take a few waters, of course, and I just mix them on the go. That's one thing. Then there are so many things you can do, even if you're traveling, and Sandra just mentioned the thing with the restaurants, and she just said, "Oh, it's so hard when you go to restaurants, right?" Actually, it's not. The only thing what's hard in the beginning is when you open the menu and you see all those different foods. You know, you see all the fried foods and all that stuff. But the truth is, as soon as you're satisfied and you ate something, your blood sugar is stable again. You don't have that craving anymore. So what I do, I just ask for something what's not on the menu, which usually is, let's say, if I eat meat, I would say, hey, can I have a chicken breast and can you make me some vegetables? Don't take too much oil, please. And they do that. It's super easy, and mostly it's cheaper than the food which is on the menu actually. So that's one thing we do all the time. What I like as a protein source a lot is eggs. So I boil eggs. I take the yellow out. How you call that in English? I have no idea.
The yolk.
Yolk, yeah, the yellow part of the egg. So I take that one out. I leave one in, usually just for the taste. I take that one out, and then I do something which is not for the first phase because it contains a lot of salt. But do you know Maggi, like Maggi? I don't know how you pronounce that. I do a few drops of them because it gives it like a super cool taste, but not for the first. Not for the first weeks, not in the detox. It's very salty. And these are things, and you just prepare what you like and you take it with you. And we had a boat trip today. I did exactly that. I had all my food with me. So there was never a need to be in cravings. It's super simple. It's just getting used to it.
I love it. So everyone, 3 steps I just put on the Facebook. Step 1, you got to know what your food is. So we go grocery shopping. Fabian just shared a lot of things that he's doing when he has food available. So if you're on the road, or if you're going to a restaurant, we're going to get to that in a moment because we're going to bring on Nader and Sandra about that. But have your food. The second thing you need is your tools. And the third thing I love what Fabian talked about is the Corona belly, but it's about being creative with your exercise, finding new ways to be active. I'm in this little space right here at a campground. I could do push-ups. I can do pull-ups. I can run in place. I can jump rope. I can go for a bike ride. Find ways to have fun. You don't want your vacation to be something that it takes a couple of weeks to get healthy from again. You can have fun on your vacation and stay on plan. It's crucial that you download your Zen 28 booklet and you know how to live the program because that's going to give the tools to win. And that leads us to the restaurant. So Nader and Sandra, as you join me and Fabian, let's talk about, first off, Nader, I know you eat restaurants all the time and you eat clean and we've ordered so much together. What are your restaurant tips when you're traveling with people?
Good question, Mark. I mean, first of all, Fabian nailed it when it comes to living the lifestyle and what to do and what not to do. In general, I believe. I mean, what I've learned from you and from the Zen community is that life is all about decisions, and even living healthy, following a program and doing what's needed, ordering the right food, having your supplement with you, taking them. It's all a matter of a decision. And in restaurants, it's not always easy. I have to admit that it's not always easy, but it's almost always possible to eat the right thing. And I've noticed that most of the restaurant, if you just ask nicely, they will prepare for you whatever you need. And if not, and I just want to mention this, if not, do I always eat the right thing? No, I don't. I mean, I'm a human being. It's just not the case. But what I've noticed is when people, start the program and they once cannot eat the right thing, or they forget to take the supplements or whatever, don't do the workout, they stop the whole thing and then they say, okay, I have to restart next month or next year or whatever. That's all excuses. So what I'm trying to say is, ordering the right thing is just a decision. it's not so hard as it seems to be when you're on the way. Whether you're just on the road with your car or flying around, which I really look forward to. It's just a matter of taking the decision and ordering the right train.
Yeah, I love that. I love the concept, and everyone write that down. It's about a choice, and we always talk about eating in restaurants. When you decide when you go to that restaurant, are you on plan or off plan? And I love you said you're human, so sometimes you're off plan and you just go for it, and that's great. When you go for it, and get right back on plan the next meal. Just enjoy it guilt free. But if you're choosing to be on plan, choose your protein first. Then decide what the fat is that you're going to want to bring in, and then choose your carbohydrates. And be careful eating in restaurants on calorie-dense carbohydrates. Now, Sandra was asking about some alcohol. So, Sandra, let's do some fire questions, because you're the foodie here, and I know you're just starting your vacation. So, tell us, like, what are your top 3 questions? I'll answer one. Fabian will answer one. Nader will answer one. Rapid fire.
Okay. First, like if we have alcohol, because that's going to happen, what should we cut off? Like, what should I be careful? Even taking my supplements and trying to do so on vacation, I do mostly grills. Like when I have a house, or I take actually a portable grill like yours. But if I don't do it, and if I have alcohol, what should I do? Like more exercise? Should I don't skip a meal? What should I do?
Okay, I'll answer that one, and you got one for Nader and one for Fabian. So for that one, alcohol. So this is the key with alcohol, everyone. Your body cannot use it for energy, so it's either stored or excreted, and it gets processed before the food. So the way you minimize the damage is you have your protein and your fat. So let's say salmon is protein and fat, and you can have some veggies like a salad, or you could have some chicken with maybe a salad with some avocado. And instead of having complex carbs, ditch the rice, ditch the potatoes, ditch the fruit, just bring in the alcohol instead. It's not an even exchange for carbs, but it will minimize the damage. So if you're going to have a beer or a glass of wine, or some hard liquor, Sandra, limit it to 1 to 2 drinks. Use that with your meal. It will minimize the damage. You won't get the same blood sugar spike. You won't be bloated. Make sure you take more Prime the next day. That will detoxify you even faster. And take some shape before the meal, so your metabolism is revving, so it can process things a little bit more efficiently. And drink a lot of water. This is all going to be ways where you can bring alcohol in and minimize the damage. And that's what we talk about vacation. When we eat off plan, when we drink, it's about minimizing the damage. Question number 2. Hit Fabian with this one.
Okay, Fabian. So when I'm on vacation with my kids, I have these crazy ideas, and I do a lot of hiking. It's so much fun. And I can spend a day going to a waterfall or doing something like that. And it's a lot of exercise. But then I do what Nader said, the next day and the following day, I'm so tired that I don't want to do anything. So how do I fight that?
All right, good question, and also not so easy to answer. Before I do that one, I just want to add on something on the question before, which might help a lot of people. So the thing with cheat meals, let's call them cheat meals. How I do it, because sometimes there is no other way than cheating or to have a drink and you want to. My philosophy is 90-10, 90% clean, 10% cheating. And you can calculate that pretty easy, because if we say we have 5 meals a day, every 3 hours for 15 hours, okay? So we have 5 meals per day. We do that 7 days a week. That makes 35 meals. So 10% of 35 meals makes 3.5. So if I round it down 3 times per week, that's how I do it, I'm cheating. But that doesn't mean I take 2 McDonald's meals and an ice cream afterwards. One thing, okay? 1 burger is 1 cheat meal, okay? So that's one thing. Just to add that people have a little bit more overview what's possible, what's not possible. Regarding the sports, I mean, one thing, it's super compensation. It comes from the sports theory or sports science. So basically, if you don't do a lot and then you suddenly do too much, obviously your body needs to recover. So if you go hiking anyways, what I would recommend is starting slowly and getting into it, so that you can resist the longer hikes. Or you just say, you know what, I do a shorter hike, and not do it like all the way. Instead of we do it 3 ways in a row, so then you're much fitter because your body needs recovered. It's always underestimated.
I love that, Fabian, and I love your 90-10 on plan, off plan. Fantastic. And everyone, remember, this is free flowing. And ask all the questions. I love everyone jumping in. We have so many. Kevin Herman, my brother's on. Kenya Chia's on. I love. Make sure you make some noise. Someone said, "How's my birthday?" It was amazing. 48, stronger than ever. Went to the middle of the Atlantic, not middle, but deep in the Atlantic. Middle would be crazy. Chris Hill was watching. So, Sandra, last questions before we get to how Fabian has a secret. One thing he does to build Zen throughout and teach healthy living throughout his Jeunesse business and beyond. Sandra, last questions about for your vacation for Nodder. What is it?
I understood from your talking, and it's something that I don't do really well, Mark, I must say, it's like planning and getting organized. So I will ask, what is the top 3 things to get organized before you are on the go, or do 2 weeks like I will do? The top 3 things that I must do to get to have everything planned and sort out.
All right. So first of all, you guys already see Mark showed his bag. Is this the cooler? I mean, that's so easy to transport, to have it with you, whatever if you're driving with a car somewhere or flying away or whatever. It's so easy to have a small bag, small cooler where you can put whatever you need inside. The supplements and then the bars and whatever you need. Okay. So that's number one. That's the one thing I learned from Mark, and I'm having it always with me. Number 2, I believe, if you are booking hotels, it always makes sense to to look at the hotel and see if they have a gym or not. I'm not saying that if the hotel doesn't have a gym, it's excuse to not work out, because there's thousands ways to work out without a gym. But if you're making the decision to book a hotel, to go somewhere, making sure that they have a gym, or at least it's somewhere where you can just go for a walk or swim something, that's also very important. And in general, having your supplements with you, transporting our supplements with us is so easy. It doesn't. You don't have to have your whole Zen pack, as Fabian showed you guys, with you, because it's very very heavy. So you can just have the portions of, you can just count how many days you're on the way, and you just have the portions you need from your Zen Shape, your Zen Prime, or your Zen Fuse, or whatever you need with you. And one thing I also learned from Mark is always to have extra water with you. Not only count on water, buying water somewhere, because sometimes, really, and this is something I speak from experience, sometimes you have to run from flight to flight, run from this hotel to next one, and you just don't have the time to have the water you need. And it always makes sense to have the water in your backpack.
Nodder, I love that, Nodder. And this is I got my 40-ounce water bottle, and I also have my little container for all my products. So have a little bag, have your water bottle. Stainless steel is great. So Sandra, the big question: do you feel more ready now for your vacation?
Yes, for sure. I like great tips, and I will put it along as I go, and you will see I will do it. Yeah.
Okay, I love it. So for everyone watching right now, as you take on your vacation, as you're living Zen, and you want to stay in shape, living the plan, I want to make sure that you're posting this. So in this feed, whether you're watching it live or the replay, share what you do. Let's all inspire each other. Share in your, whatever country you live in, share in that. We have all these different groups, obviously in different languages. Share, inspire others, because people want to know how to do this. They want to know how to eat in restaurants. They want to know how to stay on plan when they travel. They want to know how to still eat foods they love and not gain the weight, as we talked about. So now you're getting the strategy on how to exercise and keep it fun and exciting no matter their environment. Now let's shift before we wrap with our daily inspiration moments. When I talk about Fabian and knowing Fabian and his amazing wife, we call it Nikki, we call her, but Veronica. They are one of the most power couples I've seen, because not only do they build business as an entrepreneur with heart, they live their life from the point of balance. And he's always inspired me. He's always motivated me. And he really focuses on helping people. So Fabian, when we were doing our pre-show, Katie Jones, the amazing team that runs all this behind the scenes, standing ovation. I was saying, okay, well, let's have Fabian share 3 things. He said, Mark, I only have 1. So Fabian, for everyone watching, everyone living Zen, everyone wanting to share Zen, build this into their business, what's your strategy that you share? How can they take this movement, their body, their health to another level and actually inspire others to actually shift it from just living it to sharing it and building with it as an entrepreneur?
You just said it. Step number 1 is live it. It's it's the hardest thing for somebody to sell something is when you don't do it yourself. So you're not a product of the product. I know people sell dog food and they don't eat it, but that's a different thing. So what I'm saying is the easiest way, obviously, to sell anything, and you might know that already, facts tell, but stories sell. So you can tell the facts, what's all included in Zen and what's the science behind it. But if you don't really have your own story, it's almost impossible to put somebody else on fire for it. So for me, and this is a complete mutual or actual situation, as I just mentioned before, I gained a lot of weight during the Corona time. So for me, it was time again to cut down and getting back in shape. And I'm super strict with my diet once again, and I'm happy to go through that stage again to feel how it is. And everything starts with a decision. And you have to take the decision to really do it. Okay, that's the number 1 thing. And then you have to commit. But I will tell you a little bit about commitment at the end. So as soon as you have your story, and here's what's so beautiful about the current situation, everything is shifting online. And Jeunesse is such an amazing company that the whole company was digital even before all that happened, and everybody was looking out for how can we digitalize the business. But we are there already. All our business was digital the whole time. So and I want to share something what the whole team does. And I have to say, I didn't invent that. And no, it's not like that the diamond is always the best in the team. We have way better people in many, many things. As a diamond, you just have it done more often than the others, okay? So, and what one part of the team does tremendously good, and that's the number 1 thing, how the team started to build so many people up with Zen, is they just share results on social media. It sounds super simple, right? You're like, but how does it work? So what they do is they take before and after pictures, and everybody who has done Zen in the past. And if you say no, oh, but I didn't do it yet, I don't have anyone, no worries. Just ask your upline, ask Mark, look on the Zen Project 8 Facebook group. You find so many before and after pictures you can use, and you put them like the before and after on, for example, Instagram in your stories. And you just say, hey, this is before, this is after Project Corona Belly, for example. Give it a name, okay? So people see the before and afters. And what happens after a while, if you do that often enough, important, don't spam people, okay? Not only this one, but every once in a while. Make a highlight in your stories, which you call, for example, transformation. So people, when they click on your highlights, they see the before and afters. And what is going to happen is that people start asking you, okay, they start asking you, okay, how did that person do that? Are you selling a product? Are you selling a program? Because they become curious about it. Obviously, if you have your own story, that's the best thing. Start to document it. Just do short stories. I know I'm referring to Instagram, but same counts for Facebook. You can do it on TikTok. But just share your story, your journey. Share your your measurements, share your weight, whatever it is, share your pictures, so people become part of your story. It's not about pushing out, it's about drawing people in. You know, that's how you build your brand, and that works tremendously right now in the whole organization, as everyone shifted anyways towards online building. And just as a second idea, I said there's only one thing, but it's the same thing basically. What you can do is, sorry, just hit the mic. So what you can do is you can use the same strategy, obviously, to promote the business, like with Zen. if that makes sense. So some people might start asking, what do you actually do? Some people have their results already. And then you can start offering, hey, whom do you know who would like to have a results like that? Would you like to work in a digital, or would you like to build your business part-time digitally in e-commerce, direct sales and relationship marketing? And that's a very easy and comfortable way to pitch, because if people use the product anyways and they have their results, they're more than happy to join. So that's how we do it, and with a lot of success.
Yeah, and Fabian, I love watching you do it in such an organic and authentic way. Inspires me so much. And I'm one of your biggest fans, and I love that. So everyone, this is the key from our July 8th live right now. Number one, you got to live this, and you understand that if you're traveling, if you're on vacation, you know what you need to do. You have to make sure that you have food available, whether you understand how to eat in a restaurant or you're bringing food. You have to be able to prepare it so you can barbecue it, or you can have a kitchen in the hotel, or you eat in a restaurant. You have to have the tools that when you go around wherever you are, you're set up. So you have to have the right products, your ZEN shakes, your products to make sure that you're getting your multivitamins, your micronutrients, you're getting your antioxidants, you're getting your detox products in prime, you're getting your fat burners, metabolism boosters in shape, and you're getting your muscle builders in fit, and obviously revitable as well from stem cells. So as you go crazy on vacation, you're not so sore. You have to be creative with your exercise. And as you do this, have gear like this, take photos, share videos, inspire people to take action. And exactly like Fabian said, as you live this, you share it, you inspire, you can build it. So as we wrap up, in 2 weeks, we got new guests coming. We're going to focus on really more strategies on how to live and build Zen on July 22nd. We're every 2 weeks right now on Webcast Wednesdays. But as we wrap this up, I want to first give a massive thanks to everyone showing up live right now. Share your love. Please give massive hearts to Fabian. I want to give a standing ovation to Katie Jones, the entire Jeunesse production team. And we always close with a dose of inspiration. Fabian, we're going to have you kick it off first. Then we'll go Sandra, then we'll go Nader, and then I will wrap. But it's about 1 minute of power. So Fabian, it's been an honor. Thank you for coming on the show. You know what you mean to me. What's your moment of inspiration for everyone to take action?
One word: commitment. As I just said in my little part. So it's all about commitment. I mean, everybody has tried to lose weight. Everybody has tried to get in shape. Everybody has maybe even tried to become a better husband, a better wife, build the business, whatever it is. But so many people fail. Why? Because they tried. And I try is the number one escape clause. I try just means actually, no, I'm not capable of doing it. So that's why I love the word commitment. So if you have that goal and you really want to do it now, you have to stay committed to do it. A decision is super important, but a decision is taken in the blink of an eye, but a commitment can take your whole life. It can last forever. That's the difference in commitment. So start doing it, but don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Okay? Stay committed.
I love that. Stay committed. And once we can get back to some live events, wait till you see how Fabian makes energy. He brings more energy to the stage than I do, Fabian. I miss your energy breaks with DJ Rancan. So now let's move on.
When we do together, bro.
It's coming. When we're together, it's energy off the hook. So commitment. And I love everyone, Fabian, everyone on the Facebook Live is loving the Corona baby, Corona belly. I love that they're saying Corona baby, Corona baby. Make it fun. Have fun with it. Now, Sandra, as you're about to go on your vacation, share with us your moment of inspiration.
So for me, like Fabian said, I tried many times and I think I made a decision, but I was not committed. So my word is fun, like you said, for now. It's like having fun with my family, staying healthy with my kids and for my kids, because they are at that age where they need also positive attitude and be like an example for them, having fun at the same time. So, and this is my why, and this is why now it's not just a decision, it's a commitment. So I will say fun and family.
I love that. So get committed, be committed, have fun. And Sandra's going to share photos of her RV adventure, her first motorhome adventure. I'm so excited for that. Nothing better. Nader, So everyone, I just want you to share. Nader has a migraine today because of my internet instability. And Sandra has some little internet instability. Nader showed up for us. So we love you, my brother. Thank you for always showing up. Fabian, it's been an honor to have you on. Nader, migraine, my man, who doesn't even show it. What's your mode of inspiration?
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you for your inspiration. And to be honest with you, although my head is exploding, I didn't think about that 1 second during this webinar. That's a good sign. And that's what I want to give to people. If you are, it's always about where you put your focus on. If you, like, Zen is not Zen lifestyle. It's not a seasonal thing. It's not something that you start and you end 2 weeks later, and then you start some point at a later time. It's about an attitude. It's about the way you think. And what I love about this is if you just connect with the community, like we talked about social media, we talked about sharing your before and after. We talked about telling people what your goals are. If you do that, you have a positive pressure in your mind. Hey, I showed it to a couple of my friends. I have to do it right now. I've seen so many people, Mark, and everyone else, so many people in the last 15 years in my career in this industry, going from nothing when it comes to business to a 6-figure year income, or just to be a better father, better friend, better human being, just for following through, just to for once in your life, doing the things that you tell yourself when you're alone. It's always what you do when no one is watching. And this is what I love about Zen. You get to know yourself. You get to know your habits. You get to work on your discipline, which is the most important thing. So let's work together. Let's build up the community.
Nader, I love that. So we talk about commitment, fun, and focus. And I'm going to wrap it up with experiences. So as we talk about, this theme is all about staying in shape while you're traveling. Everywhere we go around the world, we get little remembrance. It's not big stuff. We'll do snow globes, or Hunter gave me this for my birthday. It's a little surfboard that says Key West. And I must say that my son and I taking our little dingy 13-foot boat with our 20 horsepower and going 30 miles and going to the Atlantic into the southernmost tip of Key West and coming back is one of the greatest memories of my life. That's only possible at 48 because I make my health the priority, because I live what I teach. And that's what I want you to remind you. It's about the experience. I remember in my 20s, as I was fitness modeling, it was all about what I look like. Now, I obviously want to look fit and strong, but it's not about what I look like as much as what I get from my health. I want you to remember, everything we talked about is when you're committed to your health, things work better. When you have fun, your family's enjoying it. When you're focused, everything, you can block out the noise and understand the power of it. And when you have experiences, you win forever. Wherever vacation you go on, whether it's for 2 days, whether it's for a week, whether it's for 2 weeks, wherever you do, make it an experience and realize that when you make your health work and you share it with everyone you love, everything in your life gets better. You go from someone living it to sharing it to building with it. And that's the power of our movement globally, is we are inspiring each other to win one person at a time and become our very best. And that, as we talk about COVID-19, as we talk about the challenges we've had with the coronavirus, all of these things, your health has never been more important. So as we wrap it up, Fabian, my brother, thank you as always. Sandra, thanks for bringing the humor, the love. Have a great RV adventure. Nader, I love you, my man. Thanks for showing up, even migraine, and being focused. And most important, everyone, thank you for coming. We are back in 2 weeks, but I will be live in the groups. I will be active, ask questions, and realize that you have an opportunity to not only change your world, to change your health, to change your families, but to change everyone you know by simply living your Zen plan and sharing the power of it. Till our next one, send you the most massive hugs. Let's rock this, everyone. Rock it. Have fun on your vacation. Get your grocery shopping in. Get your tools and have fun with your exercise. Bye, everyone.